Okay, we here. We live. We live.
This new mic is killing me. Where you get this mic from?
It's actually old. I just haven't been on it in a while.
It's the rhythm and flow. I know I was gonna say it's the rhythm and flow for me.
Oh, period.
Yo, you about to rap?
Yeah. Come on. No, I was waiting. Let's.
It's set the vibe.
Not too much. Okay. Hey everybody, welcome back to our YouTube channels. I'm themoviebae.
I'm Legend.
It's G over here, GT.
Period. Y'all already know what's going on. And we are here to review Rhythm and Flow Season 2. But before we get into that, I want y'all to drop down right now and hit that thumbs up button because you're here, so you're gonna like the content, and that's on period. And be sure y'all subscribe to every single one of our channels. We all do reviews, reactions, and commentary to television, reality television, and then I'm themoviebae, so you know I'm gonna be here with the movies, okay, period. So, Grant, I got the slides today.
You know he don't play about those slides.
Oh, they got to see me acting fool last Monday. I apologize.
It was okay.
See me
We worked through it.
So let me get this on here. So we're gonna start first off real quick because did y'all watch season 1?
Yes, I did.
I'm gonna watch it tomorrow though.
Season 1 is really good.
I heard they said who was it? T.I. Cardi and Chance the Rapper was the judge.
And Chance the Rapper.
Mm-hmm.
And they said there was so much. I was looking through the comments once I finished, or looking through social media once I finished the season, and they said they were so much more strict, a lot more giving more critiques. And you can see here they really didn't give that many critiques to a lot of these people. But yeah, it made me want to go watch it.
For sure. I started off watching season 1 and I did not finish. And then I started watching season 2, and I didn't know they was doing like 4 episodes a week. So then I went back and watched season 1. Legend, you watched season 1?
Yes, I watched season 1. I actually watched it when it first came out because at that time Cardi was like really big and she was promoting it a lot on Twitter and on Instagram or whatever. So I watched it because she kept promoting it. Because I didn't know nothing about it until she kept promoting it. And also, one of my friends was on the show season 1, but she didn't make it.
Aww.
Did they show her on the season?
Yeah, they showed her on the show. They kind of clowned her on the show.
No.
Who was it? Oh, season 1?
It was season 1. It was first episode. Her name was American with the 3 Ks in it.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to go watch it.
Yeah, especially with
her music is good. Me and her was on the dance team together. That's how I know her. But she went on there. She didn't make it, but her music is good. I just think her name is probably what threw them off.
Yeah. Okay. I'm starting to. I feel like that's a Raven. I'm starting to. No, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back
but
and
when
look.
You watch it. That's the person who I knew, and that's another reason why I started watching because she kept promoting it too. She was like, "Y'all watch me. I'm gonna be on Netflix." And then when she got out the first episode, I said, "Girl, why you make me watch that?"
Cause she on Netflix. Mama, we made it.
Hey. And this is the one. Look, everybody watch Netflix, and you getting on here. I feel like it's the best thing for these people. Even if you don't get that far, you on Netflix. Like,
yeah,
the biggest platform to kind of brand yourself out. And I went looking at like a lot of their social medias now. Donna, she doing it right because she's her timeline and her social media engagement.
Who you talking about? Donna, yeah, I love her. I followed her as soon as I got off. Also, the reason why I only knew about season 2 was because of Ching. Because Ching Diamond, her video on TikTok was going a little bit. I didn't realize until themoviebae, or I think Jam dropped it in the group page. I didn't realize that's where I saw her from. I'm like, where do I know this woman from? And no, I seen her video.
Instagram.
Yeah, I seen her videos, and so I was like, "Oh, they released the season 2 because they really didn't promote season 2." Because I knew season 2 was supposed to come out, but then the pandemic happened, so they stopped season 2. So now they just releasing it, but they really didn't like promote it like that. And I feel like after watching the season, I understand why.
I like
after a lot of critiques, Latto and them, they were like, social media, I care about this. I'm happy that y'all have. We're not gonna talk about the audition round, but maybe.
Can you? Yeah, because I think the music might be a little too loud. Because I can barely hear you.
Yeah, turn the music off.
Yeah, turn it down some. Because it's
off.
Loud.
Turn the music off.
What music?
The background music. You don't hear it?
No.
I hear some music.
There you go. It's off. You turned it off.
Big. I didn't hear that music at all.
I heard. I kept hearing that music. I was like, I thought you was doing I thought you was doing it about to do a cipher or something.
I know. No. That's what you said. You set the vibe. That music was nice. But the more you started talking, I'm like, I can't hear you. That music.
The crazy part is I don't even hear it. So like, what the?
It's a nice little vibe though.
Before we get into the ciphers, do y'all want to talk about who was like y'all favorite auditions? Before we get to the ciphers,
I feel like a lot of my favorites got to the ciphers.
Really?
I think I'm looking at.
But who was like your favorite? Like who? Like after watching the auditions, who you think was gonna like make it further?
The ones that stuck out to me got pretty decently far. Dono was my favorite. Well, straight off the rip, Diamond was the first one I saw. She was the first one I think they showed.
Yeah, she was.
She was one. Dono, Rome, and Tony the Kid. I told y'all that when they montaged them, I was mad because I'm like, I want to see their full audition, and I'm like, I hope they make it far to where I can see a little bit more of them. But those two, and Sarai, and Jay Taj, of course. Those are the ones that stuck out to me at the auditions.
I liked Rome. That was my name.
And
Dono. Those were my top two. My top two was Rome and Dono from the, and I like Ching. I like Ching Diamond. Her performance was very like, it was attention grabbing. I liked it.
From the auditions, I don't remember anybody who didn't make it that I felt like should have made it. But from the auditions, something that stuck out was, well, first off, I say my favorites from the auditions would be Suar Ali. I like Dono. I like Jay Taj. And I like Yoshi. And let's talk about it. I mean, I was going to mention this with the Cipher, but Callie, I call him Tassels. So I personally felt like they was hating on him.
Yes.
With tassels.
Latto.
Like, what you mean take my tassels out? This is my story.
Right, because he was from, where was he from? He was from somewhere out in LA, right?
I think he was from Atlanta or somewhere in Georgia.
He was from Atlanta. Yeah, he was from somewhere in Atlanta. Because remember, I knew he was from Atlanta when him and somebody else went against each other in the rap battle.
But I could have sworn he was like, I don't want to say he was from the hood, but he was from the hood. At least I can remember it. Wasn't his mom like was a stripper or whatever?
Yeah,
that's him.
His mom was a stripper, and like it was drugs all through the house. Like, but now she's like doing better. Like she recovered and everything.
Yeah, and I looked at that like what MovieBae said. That's a part of his story, and I'm like, I don't know if he might have been the first one from his family to get to that point where he could get to college, graduating from high school and college with a 4.0 GPA. That's tough, and I'd be flexing that shit too. So I'm like, a lot of those comment there. I'm like, what you talking about?
I don't agree with that. Maybe because Latto's not that educated. She don't know how hard that is to do. Like, I didn't find the tassels to be cheesy. I found his rap to be cheesy, but like, I didn't find the tassels to be cheesy. Like, I felt like he should have kept the tassels on because that's part of your story, bitch. I worked hard for these tassels. I'm gonna show them off every single time.
I agree. Because like you said, it's not easy. It's his accomplishment. And let's think about it. It's the audition stage. I literally have like 60 to 90 seconds to tell you who I am.
Mm-hmm.
This is who I am. Yeah, to stand out, to be different.
You remember him. If you didn't remember his rap, you remember him for them tassels.
I definitely remember his tassels because going back to watch and see his rap, I said, I realized why I didn't like him.
I remember the tassels for a good reason. I was like, okay, period, education.
Yeah,
it's just like with his education like that, you would think his raps would be a lot more.
Yes, like his wordplay would be way better.
Yeah, and you would think he would have more of a bank to really pull from. Mm-hmm. We'll get to it when we get to the ciphers.
Also T.I. vocabulary type.
Very much so. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like T.I. would have sent him home.
T.I. would have been whipping through. T.I. was in. You can't tell me nothing otherwise. T.I. was in jail. When he was in jail, he was looking through them encyclopedias and dictionaries. He came out.
Vocabulary. Ain't got nothing else to do. Let's read.
I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at him.
Okay, so y'all want to get into the ciphers?
Yeah, let's go ahead and get to Cipher. Now, I got these pictures from their Instagram. However, these are not the exact Cipher groups. So I have the Cipher groups in my notes. First and foremost, how do y'all feel about Remy Ma being the guest judge for the Ciphers?
I liked it.
I think Remy Ma, she knows how to rap sometimes. But I do think she is good on a cipher sometimes. I don't really like Remy Ma like that, but like
y'all don't,
huh?
Y'all don't.
I don't really like Remy Ma like that. Like I think she's there, she's a person, but I was a barb. I'm sorry, I did not like Remy.
That's why. There we go. We got to get down to it.
I was a barb. I was a barb.
I remember when she dropped. I remember where I was when she dropped that diss track to Nicki over that Ether beat.
Mm-hmm.
I love Remy. I'm unapologetic. I love her. I love her.
I don't dislike her, but like she is a person good for the ciphers. I would say that.
Yeah, I agree. I wasn't the biggest Remy fan, but obviously, I mean, talent is talent. You can't deny her pen. And like Jan says, it makes sense for her to do the cipher because she comes from battle rap, freestyle, rap beefs. So this is definitely
up her alley.
And I think that she was a good, harsh judge and said what needed to be said. So let's get into the first.
I just didn't agree with one thing. We go get to it. She pissed me off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. So group one was Callie, aka Tassels, Yoshi, C4, and Detroit Diamond.
Yep.
From this group, so what I did for each group, I just said people who I wanted to make it through and people who I wanted to leave. I wanted Callie to leave because I don't like his rap voice. It must be an Atlanta thing or that Georgia sound, but I don't like it because him and Dre T.O. both sound the same. It sounds very elementary, very like their tongue is bigger than their mouth. So when they are sitting there rapping, I just can't understand nothing really.
That was my note with Dre TL. Like his diction, like the way he, and I don't know if it has something to do with his education. I don't know if it's that, but just the way he even delivered everything, it felt like it was a whole run-on sentence. And yeah, we know about him. Well, I don't want to talk too much about him until we get to him. But let me go back to oh boy. With this group, I thought C4 was the weakest out of the four, in my opinion.
Oh.
From the ones that I wanted to, I don't think I would have wanted, when I'm sitting here thinking about how I was in the moment, I don't think I wanted anybody, particularly from this group, to go home. Because didn't they tell us before that it was going to be 14? How many was it at this time? Was it like 22 or something?
It was like 22, and 8 people were leaving.
So before they even started, I'm thinking who would I cut from each group? This one, I agree with them at first because they was like, oh, y'all did it. Y'all was the best ones. I like their group. I was gonna say more, but no. In the moment, I did obviously.
At the moment when I first saw that group, I liked their group because none of them messed up. They all had their rhymes together or whatever. But I just didn't like. I don't like the Callie's rapping voice. I don't know. I just don't like it.
I can see that.
Yeah, I said this was a strong group. I'm like Grant. I don't think anybody had to go from this group. There are some people who I was like, heck no. So we got to come back to see if I would have swapped Callie out because I feel like out of this whole group, he probably was the weakest, even though he was strong.
Callie
out of group one.
Yeah.
To me, I thought C4. I like how he incorporated the judges, like played on their names, and then Detroit Diamond. Honestly, the first time hearing it, I didn't really care too much for it. But when I went back today or this morning at 4:00 in the morning to rewatch the episodes, I was like, okay, bet she was the only one who actually took shots at the people in her group. Like, not like disrespectfully, but like, yeah, y'all all right, but I'm #1 type shit. Like, she was the only person who actually did.
I liked Detroit Diamond was my favorite from group one.
And I don't know if y'all noticed when they went backstage after they finished and they got all their positive glowing critiques, everybody else was huddled up around each other and Diamond wasn't nowhere around them. And I like that. I'm like, yes, we are all in a group in this moment, but it's still a competition, which is why when we get to Dono, I'm gonna talk about that. But I like that. Like, yes, we are in a group in this moment and we're supposed to have some type of camaraderie, but y'all still my competition at the end of the day.
It was definitely some kumbaya moments.
But yeah.
So group 2. Group 2 was Ching Diamond, JCL, Malanaya, her, J-Wop, and Honey.
Honey Gold.
That's her name?
Yeah, Honey Gold.
Okay, yeah.
Honey, I feel like she got passed through a couple rounds more than she should have. After that audition, if she didn't come with some heat here, she should have went home.
She definitely should have went home. I feel like they kept her around for her looks.
Latto, I feel like Latto was the reason as to why she was still there.
What? Latto wanted her to go home audition.
Latto wanted her to go home on the auditions.
On the audition, I feel like from here to the next round, I feel like she was becoming more of a fan.
I don't know. I feel like Ching Diamond is what fucked this group up because she was the first one to go. So like when she messed up because she did some moonwalk and she started rapping and got stuttered. And I was just like, girl, what is you doing? Because Ching Diamond was like one of my favorites from the audition. Yep. So when I saw her fucked up, I was pissed. I was mad because I just knew that she wasn't gonna go home. I knew that she was gonna go home because the female competition this season was high. So like if you're not gonna get your A game as a female, like they're definitely gonna send you home. I feel like this season they were giving the males a little bit more leadway. Yeah, because the women were better than the men, if you ask me. There was more women. When I sat and thought about my top 7 that I would have chosen, I only had 2 men, and the other were women. The women was coming with it this season.
They really were. And the crazy part is Ching was like, first off, Ching is the reason I watched this season because, like I said, I followed her on Instagram and she was promoting. I said, oh my God, she made it on the show. Let me watch. And she was doing so good. You get to the Cipher. She wants to go first. Then it's time to go first. And that energy did mess up the whole group because you first, you done forgot your lines. It's like, not everybody else nervous. Probably like in their head, like, dang, what if I forget? What if I do that? Like, it really did affect the entire group. Oh, and it just broke my heart. And I know it broke hers because we both was like, dang, baby girl, you going home.
Yeah, I was so sad. But when she came back, I liked her around, but it felt like she was already flustered a little bit. So I didn't feel like she added her original personality to it like she did the first round. I felt like her reps are more vibe and personality based. Like, she's not a lyricist. To the degree of like somebody like I would say like Nicki is a lyricist, like Kendrick or like J. Cole. Like she's more like a vibe. She's like a better version than Cardi B as far as
I feel like she put too much pressure on herself. Like every time we got her on the screen, she was talking about how she got to do it for her family. I'm the only one that can do it for her family. And I feel like when you put that much pressure on yourself in that moment, I feel like she was probably thinking about that the whole time. And that's what picked her up. I hated it for too because I was rooting for her. We were rooting for you. We were rooting for you.
After I saw that, I said, "Girl, you getting chopped." I put a bye next to her name.
But no, what's that girl's name? I think she might have been Hispanic.
Milani.
Yeah.
Who said it? I don't know if it was Latto or Remy when they said what she was spitting about was not because she was spitting saying that everything that she says she walk her raps or whatever. Everything that she was saying, they was like, that was not authentic. And I can believe it too. Like what she was saying, she had no issue with delivering it. Like her delivery was good. Her flow was good. She didn't do anything wrong, but I agree with them on that because I don't feel like it was a genuine rap. And it's like,
she gave me Becky G.
Right. So what she was spitting, I'm like, I would have sent her home too because I'm like, you lying.
I
was like, Becky G, what are you rapping about?
Wasn't the vibe. My note said, and I quote because these were her lyrics, I ain't a puppet rapper. And I was like, seems like it. I said ABC rapper.
Definitely ABC rapper.
101.
Oh shit. Y'all just made me remember the Asian rapper from the auditions that kind of reminded me of Mariah the Scientist.
Oh, her.
She was very similar to her too. I can tell.
She was similar, but I didn't dislike her song. It was Liu Kang. Liu Kang.
Yeah.
I don't know what she was doing though. You could tell she was too busy trying to. I don't know. She might be from the hood, but her vibe on that stage felt very forced, and I feel like that's what
definitely
her up.
I feel like she wanted to prove that she could do it, and that's when it came off like gimmicky. Like
you could tell the audience was like, low-key sizing her up while she's doing it. You could tell that they were, which threw her off.
Because the crazy part is like when you get to like in the next group, not the next group, but in another group, the white boy, I can't remember his name off top,
Cody
but
Ray.
like Cody. It's like, okay, white boy rapper, woo, but he didn't come on acting like he was hood. He didn't come on acting like hip hop is my life. He came on like, I love to rap, I love music, and hear my bars type shit. Like you gotta come on feeling authentic.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be a gangster rapper to rap.
I agree. But from this group, I wanted JTL to go home the most. Even with all the mess ups of Ching, Diamond, and Honey Go, I wanted JTL to go the most because he was so offbeat. Like that's rapper 101. Coming on beat, like you came in off on the beat. You're rapping on the offbeat, and it was just a mess. And I wanted him to go home. Like he really shouldn't have made it through the auditions. I don't know why he made the auditions.
Remember what I told you, Legend? That is Young Miami. If Young Miami can do it, he can do it.
No, Young Miami can rap better than it. Jack rapping when he put that.
It's Young Miami and I can't really say something.
60 seconds got on gone. That's a 10 minute. He ain't never felt some pussy with some grip in it. Young Miami might not be the best rapper, but at least she could come in on beat. He was off beat for 2 episodes as of right now. 2 episodes he's been off beat.
Let's talk about it. He was off beat until the final performance. Like he didn't have a single performance.
And and the features.
Josh Levi. Okay, I give him that. But I'm like
off beat, so I don't know why he like made it to the Cipher.
The story. He had the story. He had
a story too, for sure. Production win.
The story that was gonna carry, and then he's little, and he looks like okay, this is somebody cute that we can root on because he looks so little. He's so innocent. His mama in jail. She calling him conveniently every single time certain things are happening. Like it just made sense for him.
I'm not gonna lie. Last season he wouldn't have made it. He wouldn't have even made it to the Ciphers last season. They would have told him, you got potential, but find a beat. They would have told him, you got potential, but find a beat. Good night.
I agree with that. From this group, I put no eye contact, no confidence. Honestly, if they all went home, I would not have missed any sleep. Because they all were weak. Confidence level, like confidence is first. All right, group 3. Here go your boo.
This is the best group.
Rome, Tony the Kid, Surah Ali, and Dono.
This the best group. Before
we talk about the Ciphers, we got to talk about the beginning.
Them fighting.
Yeah, I liked it. I loved it. The minutes I could already tell that Surah and Dono was going because both of them had that alpha woman energy. The only difference is Dono's, like I said to y'all, it was very silent. She got that silent confidence. It's like, I don't even have to do much. You just don't hear me whenever it's time to hear me. And whenever they was beefing out at the beginning, I was laughing because I'm like, because Surah was like, I'm better than you, yada, yada, yada. And she was like, Dono wasn't fazed by her. She told her what she had to say about it and called her a bitch in her face and everything. She didn't do nothing about it. So whenever they got out there on the stage and they went through theirs, I loved watching how Surah just genuinely gained that respect for her.
You saw it on the spot. Like she was ad-libbing her. She was ad-libbing Dono's stuff. I was like, I think at first Surah Ali was kind of like, I'm the hardest one here. Y'all really ain't got nothing on me. And then Dono brought it and she was like, okay. What do y'all think about Surah wanted to change positions at the last minute? Because she was so gung-ho. I don't want to go last. Then she write her verse and now I want to go last.
This is a common theme with Surah Ali. I think this whole season, she definitely thinks she's the best. She can come off a little arrogant. And I'm kind of on Dono's side when it comes to this because we already had this order set up since day one. And they even played a flashback of her agreeing to the order. Don't try to switch it up right now while we about to go on stage, so that way you could throw me off or something. We're keeping the same order. I don't care if you think your rap is the hardest or whatever, and you think I don't need to go after you. I already know what I got. So let's bang it out.
I loved it though. It made for good TV. Like, and I love how a lot of people don't like her arrogance and how confident she is in herself, but I loved it. Like, I love somebody that is unapologetically like, I'm really that bitch. Like, y'all, I don't care what y'all got.
Leo?
Huh?
Yeah.
Are you a Leo?
You know that.
Yeah, that makes sense why you like her. That Leo energy.
I love her, but I also equally love Dono. I love both of them.
Dono is my girl since auditions. Patient.
But and that's the thing too. The only part in her audition, like what they said when she kind of tried to sing that note, I was like, uh-oh. But her lyricism, the way she's so confident and the way she moved, like the way I love her stage presence. She got that quiet confidence that you watching her. She kind of is like what they say with Sarah. I feel like I'm watching a movie when I'm watching her because she's
both of them. I love both of them. I think they both stood out in this group too. They ate the boys up in this group.
I thought that both of them were very similar. That when it came down to ciphers, I thought they were going to make them go against each other.
I definitely thought that.
Me too.
Just them like beefing, like momentarily, like before the cipher. I said better ciphers. I mean better, but during the ciphers, I feel like that made the group the best group. That animosity, because it's like now I'm about to show her. I'm about to really rewrite this. I'm about to go harder than you. I'm about to go harder than you. Because that was such a strong group that they really did feed off of each other. And Sarah Ali even changed one of her bars because initially it was like bitches don't like me. It's probably over a nigga. But after they beat, she switched it up to bitches don't like me. It's probably over a challenge. I was like, oh, not y'all throwing shots. They were really throwing shots at each other in they bars during the cipher. I personally feel like Tony the Kid was robbed. Tony the Kid should have been here. Tony the Kid went so hard to me, and no shade legend. I like Rome too, but out of this group, he was the weakest one. So if anybody should have went home out of this group, it should have been Rome.
No, hold up. I agree with you. I do think Rome was the weakest out of the group, but I do think he was the cutest. So I listened to his cipher the most. Besides
this group would have been the one group that I would not have touched. All four of them would have went through for me.
True.
And like
the last four would have went home for me.
And they said what they said. These four was the four that got up in their face, was making eye contact with the judges. You could tell they all was confident in what they were spitting. And that's what you want to see in a cipher. You don't want to see somebody looking down at the ground, sitting here trying to remember what their verses are. They had it. And it low-key sometimes felt like a freestyle.
Facts. I think we good off that group. Let's go to group 4. Group 4 was Tia P, Quinn J, Lex Lane, and Cody Ray.
Okay,
that's the group that was matching with a black and white outfit.
Yes, the only person I would keep from this group was Cody Ray, because just Tia P gives me elementary Erykah Badu vibes. Like I don't like the way she rap. It's very much poetry, spoken reason, like elementary Erykah Badu vibes, and it just seems so corny sometimes. I don't like Tia P.
Ooh.
And then Lexi, I immediately said no to her. Lex Lane, I said no to her immediately. I said, girl, good night, go to bed. And then Quinn J, I thought his stuff was cute. He slightly ate. It was just that his confidence wasn't there, but it wasn't bad. But from this group, if I had to pick one person to stay, it would definitely be Cody Ray.
That was my lines. I said Quinn J stumbled, but his bars were hard. Lex Lane forgot her lines, and her rap were cookie cutter, so she was definitely going home. Tia P, to me, in this particular challenge, was neither here nor there. Like, I do think that she can rap, especially when we get to the next. No, that's Yoshi, my bad. Tia P, she's so established. Did y'all know she's been on soundtracks? Like, she's cut records for like soundtracks and stuff. And we'll get to it with the singles, but like she is, in my opinion,
like she's. Yeah, she seems like she's been in this. Like her and J Taj had the same kind of like vibe for me. They both seem like this shit is easy for me. Like, and that's why with her, I would have saved her from this group. Like I said, she kind of you said Erykah Badu. She kind of gave me Lauryn Hill, and I just like her cool vibe, like it's super confident. I'd have chose her, but I see why you would have chose Cody Ray because I like Cody Ray too. I would have picked him too to stay from the group. Honestly, I would have chose both of them.
Yeah, facts. Yeah. But Quinn, when he came back, like his stuff was hard. Like for real, his bars were really hard.
I did like it. Like his bars was really good, and I could hear them and understand them, unlike some people.
Which group did you not like what Remy said? Was it about their outfits?
Yeah, she said no. She said y'all focus too much on y'all outfits and not too much on like y'all presentation or like the rap.
Was talking about this group? Was it this group?
Yeah, because they also color coordinated. But I didn't agree.
I remember now. Yeah,
I didn't agree with them. They said this was the weakest group so far. That's what the judges said.
No,
they said
group 2 was definitely the weakest group.
No, that's what the judges said. They said this was the weakest group so far because they focused too much on the outfits and not on like their rhymes or whatever. And I just disagree because although I don't like a lot of them, I think the one that really stood out that's the worst was Lex Lane. All the other ones, they were pretty good. And Cody Ray was the best to me.
Yeah. Speaking of outfit choices, let's go to group 5. Group 5, we had J Taj, Boondook, Mizzy, Jax with an X, and LG.
Oh, Mizzy. I was like, who is Mizzy? The one that was in the grandma
outfit? The granny outfit.
Yeah. I forgot. Jazz with the X. She put on from North Carolina.
I like her style too.
She's hard. I like her. This group, Jazz, LG, J Taj. I like Boondook in this round. When we get to the battles, we'll talk about him. But I would have chosen out of this group the first 3 I said: LG, Jazz, and J Taj. I like Boondook in this one. Like I said, I did like him, but I'd have sent him home.
When they came down, because they were like, it was either you or Tony the Kid. I said, if it's between him and Tony, no. Oh wait, that was between him and Cody Ray. Oh boy, I'm about to get upset. Why the hell they sent Tony as the kid away?
Anyway. For Dre T.O.
Because when he got sent home, everybody was like, wow, the competition just got like easier, like because he was hard. I don't know.
I feel like him and Cody Ray shouldn't have not got sent home.
Facts. If I was to save any two, it would be those two for sure. Let me tell y'all about this Jax, this bar right here. She said, F all these bitches like I came with a strap in a backpack, like I hang with a nigga named Map. And then she went on to talk about swiper, no swiping. I said, bitch.
She ate up.
She ate.
Her wordplay is probably one of the best on the season. Like I like her wordplay a lot.
I think I can agree with that.
Like her energy too. Her energy and her style. Like I like her style. It's giving me like it's giving me a bit of like Missy Elliott, Janet Jackson, kind of like them early vibes. I don't know. I like it. But from this round, I definitely did like J Taj, although I really didn't. It was not my favorite rap that I heard from him, but I like his rap voice. Like I like the way he sound. Like it's very therapeutic. I like his voice. So anything that he could say, he could sit there and sell me a cereal catalog, and I would definitely listen because he got that voice.
Yep, I put Butter Baby. That's by his name, Butter. It's just
literally like his voice is so smooth.
Yes.
I like the way his style is too. He's always about rapping a story, and that's what gets you sucked in. And the way his tone is, that's what he's. We'll get to it, but I was hot at the end. But
what do y'all think about LG? She wrote maybe 8 bars, and then she freestyled the rest. What y'all think about that?
I think that's impressive.
She gives me Brat vibes. The Brat.
I can see that.
I love her. I hated her, but I loved her.
I can see
as far as Mizzy, the reason why I think the costume disconnected with everything was because she didn't say nothing about the costume in her rap.
Part.
It made no. It's like
I was so confused while the costume was there because if she would have rapped in did a cipher in like an old granny voice and talked from a granny perspective, it would have been hard. Like it could have been hard. Like
it made no sense.
Because you talk about
did a regular rap in a grandma outfit.
Exactly. You talk about playing characters. Your rap got to relate to it. Even if she said 8 bars in a granny voice. Okay, cool. I get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
It just didn't make no sense. And it was like, yeah, I see you trying to stand out, but like you're not standing out in the best way.
Yeah.
Like
Like
it
she
didn't.
really could have ate this cipher up. Like she could have been having a conversation between her and her granny in her rap.
Yeah.
Or like
That
I
could have
whoop you
ate.
like my granny did, or son.
She could have been like,
Son.
"Hi, grandma, how you doing? My name is Granny."
Something. So I think we can all agree Cody Ray should have stayed.
I'm gonna say from the people they eliminated, I said Tony the Kid should have stayed, Cody Ray should have stayed, and I said Quinn J was a person who I was kind of on the teeter with, but based upon who they kept, I thought he should have stayed.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I don't disagree with it.
But everybody else, I agree with them leaving. But I wanted the people who I wanted to leave was Dre TL, Callie, Honey Gold, Ching Diamond. I wanted Lexi Lang gone. I wanted Badu gone.
I was cool with J-Wop leaving too. I was like, it's neither here nor there.
Yeah, J-Wop didn't do much for me. I wanted J-Wop to go. Milani, I wanted her to go. Mizzy, I wanted her to go. So those are all who I wanted to go. I don't know how Dre TL made it to the battle rap.
That's why.
I don't know how he made it because he was one of the worst. He was offbeat like a mug.
When we get to it, I definitely do feel like it was definitely like a production favorite.
Definitely.
So it was so obvious. The more I watched, I'm like, this just makes too much sense. He had too many personal moments throughout the show that I feel like a lot of the other main focal points didn't.
Yeah.
And they made a point to show it. And I'm like, okay, I see where this is going. I don't watch too much reality TV to not see where this is going.
Yeah, I knew he was making it far once they kept telling his story.
True. All right, y'all. Before we get into the battle rap, I need y'all to drop down and hit that like button. I need y'all, especially if y'all are on the rewatch gang, I need y'all to drop down and leave y'all thoughts and opinions about the ciphers. And of course, most importantly, I need y'all to go subscribe to everybody on the panel. I know I linked everybody's channel in my description. If you're on the rewatch gang, they're gonna have it as well. All right.
Yeah, mine's in there. I got their ads on it. So click on their name and it'll take you to the page if you watch it.
That part. All right, y'all. Let's get to these battle rounds. And this is when I had to stop talking to Legend because we was getting to it too. It's like, we should do a video. Okay, now we got to stop sharing our thoughts together. But we were not in agreement on a lot of these matchups. They were trying to, in my opinion, they were trying to cancel out all the similar styles. But as a result, you lost a lot of strong rappers.
They did.
So
I agree.
I guess
you want to go in order with the battle?
This is not in order. This is more so the kind of lackluster ones, and then the better ones are on.
Okay. Well, I know the episode opened up with Diamond and Dono fighting.
Yeah, that was Dono. I see what Dono was doing. Dono knows what she's smart. She's like, I'm gonna try and rattle you. I know we in your city. I'm gonna rattle you. So when it's time for you to get out here, you're gonna be too rattled by me, and then you're gonna fuck up and make it easier for me. I loved one of her. We'll get to it though. We'll get to it.
These are the more lackluster battles. But let's start with Honey Gold and Tia P.
This was too easy.
It really was.
This was too easy for Tia P, but I don't think they should have been matched up together.
Who do you think Tia should have been matched up with?
Jazz with an X. I felt like that would have been a better battle for her.
You think so?
I think it would have been a better battle. I feel
thought
like
you was gonna say Yoshi.
No, I can see that.
I can see that too, but I would have put Yoshi with Honey Gold, to be honest.
I probably would have put Honey Gold and Dre TL against each other.
Then that's more even because Yoshi would have tore her up too. Like,
oh yeah, Yoshi definitely.
Yoshi would have definitely tore her up, but I feel like that's where her and Yoshi kind of got some of us similar styles, so them going together would have been good. Yoshi would have still won though, but I don't think TP got a cakewalk. That's all I'm gonna say.
She sure did.
It's so funny. It was like after the first bar she said, one of the judges was like, "Battle over."
Battle over. Like no, like she ate Honey Go up.
Oh, the double vasectomy. He said, "Battle over."
Then what did she compare her name? She said Honey Go.
Hold on, yeah.
More like something. She ate her up.
Agave something, child.
She ate her up. Like I have to get TP her 10.
Agave bronze.
Yeah. Yeah.
Honey Gold, more like agave bronze. I said, oh, not the bronze.
Yeah, she
Not
definitely
bronze.
ate her up. But
Sure, like, not first.
but yeah, TP ate up. I'll
This
give
was easy.
she won. She won.
I
this one.
agree. I haven't really talked about Honey Gold. She triple D. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what part, but I was rooting for her for that, fact alone, Ivy. However, something about her, because when I saw her on the auditions, I was like, ooh, I love it. And then it was just kind of like, but something gives me like forced or like
She
fake.
definitely stole some of Doja Cat's lines in her audition.
And to me, like, I love animated. I love an animated rapper. I love Nicki. I love Doja. Like, so it was like together, I get it, but it's like you can tell she went to the school of Nicki and Doja. And it just didn't seem like her true style. It kind of seemed like, ooh, I like that. I could do that type thing.
Because when she said in her audition, she said some, it's a you side kick. I said, that's Doja's cadence, that's Doja's line. Like, it's a song that Doja did that she has that same kind of like wordplay with sidekick and something else. I gotta find it for y'all so that way y'all can hear it and then go back and listen. But it was definitely giving me.
Now that y'all say that, because I didn't think about it, it makes sense though, because I feel like she definitely don't know what her sound is. I feel like she's too busy trying to figure out where she wants to go with her music. Whereas a lot of these people, it was clear where they was going.
That's what I feel like for sure. To me, it just gave like inauthentic, like you said, trying to find my way. I like Nicki, I like Doja. I could play with my voice. Let me do that instead of like, I don't know. It just didn't seem true to her. But she left, so we don't have to worry about it no more. But shout out to Dallas. Jax and LG, they both stumbled bad on this one.
I was excited about this one coming into it. I'm like, on paper, I wouldn't have put them together, but the two of them together, I was expecting a good battle. And for both of them to stumble, I was like, damn. But whenever they went and freestyled after, I'm like, damn, if only y'all would have did that when it mattered.
Right. I think that was written. I don't think that was freestyle. I think because
that was written. Both of them wrote that.
It was both of them stumbled. I just feel like Jax recovered, and then when she recovered, she had some hard bars.
No, I agree with one of the judges when he said he would have sent them both home.
Yeah, I agree with that too. But it's like when you go back and compare, it's like, okay, both of y'all messed up, but LG messed up and started freestyling, and then Jax messed up, and then she started remembering her stuff, and it was hard. One of the judges was like, I'm not counting that little extra stuff y'all did at the end. And Latto was like, I am. I was like, what y'all think? Should they have counted that little extra?
No. I don't think they should have.
Just Cipher alone.
If they were going to count that, then they should have judged this whole round differently. They should have, if they were going to count that, then some other raps, some other battles should have been judged differently since we breaking the rules.
Look, I'm glad you said it, because I was about to say in the moment, I was like, okay, I'm cool with it. But once we got to the other battle at the end, I was like, nah, I'd have sent both of them home and would have kept one of the other ones that actually did and actually handled their battle in the way it was supposed to have been done. Because even though Jazz, she delivered later on, but I'd have sent them both home too. And then I would have saved one of the ones in one of the battles that did go home.
Because honestly, I feel like when they come on this show, they are like, the judges are all executive producers. I know John Legend is the executive producer on there.
No wonder why he always on here.
I would have to put my executive producer hat on here, and I would have been like, we go table this battle. We don't got a decision for y'all right now. We go table this battle right now and see what comes out of it. But as of right now, y'all both on the chopping block.
Okay.
I would have done that. I'd be like, y'all both on the chopping block right now. I don't have a decision for y'all. Let's wait.
Yeah, that would have made it more interesting too. Give more suspense. It's like, okay, so what's gonna happen with them? Are they gonna go again?
Because honestly, I would have made them go again against somebody else who I thought should have stayed. To be
honest, who would have went home? Yeah, that would have been nice.
I would have done that because honestly, these battle raps didn't give because they didn't put good people up. They didn't do it right.
Yeah, it just wasn't. It wasn't even for some of them. Like some of them was just a clear, like Tia's, and then oh boy over here, those was clear. And then you got like Diamond and Dono up against each other. And I'm like, damn, like we're going to lose at least one good person out of this. And I'm like, I don't like that.
Let's talk about JTL and Callie.
They sound the same.
JTL won because Callie messed up.
And I feel like if he didn't mess up, I feel like he could have beat him, but he wouldn't have won though.
No. and
regardless.
When I do that sometimes. I'd be like, you know what? I'm mad that this person went home on this episode. However, I knew they wasn't gonna win the competition. So I was like, how mad am I? That's kind of how I felt with especially this battle between JTL and Callie. I was like, I know neither one of I was like, okay, it's kind of here nor there. But when Callie messed up the part, he just kept saying, oh damn. It's like, I said, stop saying that. Stop saying that.
Yeah. Y'all know what I would have done? I would have put Dono up against Dre TL, and I would have put Callie up against Detroit Diamond. That's what I would have did.
That would have been that. That'd have been funny watching Dono versus Dre TL. I can.
Oh no! Hold on. Actually, I would switch it. I would put Dre TL with Detroit Diamond and Callie with Dono, because I feel like Dre TL and Detroit Diamond both got that energy. Like their energy, they can match those.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay, I can see that.
They can match those energy, and I feel like that would have been a good battle rap.
Mm-hmm.
And it would have sent Dre TL home.
Absolutely.
In
Detroit, look, and I love Diamond Down, but it's clear why she won her battle. But we'll get to it.
Yeah. Okay, we'll get into it. Let's talk about some disrespectful bars. These 4 pairs, they came, most of them, came with the disrespect of a battle rap.
Ooh, Yoshi.
It was so bad, I wanted to fight.
Yoshi, I said, damn.
I would have
had to fight Yoshi after that.
Yoshi would have got spit on.
I wanted to fight. I wanted to fight. Y'all want to get to them first? Y'all want to do Surah Ali first?
We can start with Surah.
Okay.
That one.
Go ahead.
Easy. Like she beat him down, and like what they said, he didn't want no smoke with her. When she got up in his face, I thought she was gonna hit him too. And that's what you could tell she was waiting on. You could tell she was waiting on a battle, even though she was nervous. I felt like this makes sense for her personality.
Yeah, I think her personality is suited for a battle rap, but I don't think her rhymes are suited for a battle rap. It didn't give me very much battle rap. It kind of gave me run-on sentence, but compared to C4, she won, and I think it was better than a lot of the other ones, but I think out of this category, their battle was one of the lowest for me out of this category, like out of the best ones.
Yeah, that's why I had them before the other people.
Yeah, because she did beat him, but she got a cakewalk.
Yeah, I don't know. Here's my thing with Surah, and I feel like, okay, I like her. I followed her on Instagram, so that's how you know I like her. I don't follow a lot of people on Instagram, even celebrities, but I like her. My thing is, she had the aggressiveness of a battle rap. However, I felt like her bars were repetitive. Yes. So repetitive, it seemed like she was freestyling, but she wrote it. Like the whole time you was talking about how he want to smash you. You just said it in like 5 different ways. And it just kind of got like redundant. I was looking for more. She didn't really give more. Yeah, she was just aggressive, and then of course at the end when the beat cut, it's all suck my and all this other stuff. C4 messed up because I feel like something was just missing. I don't think he was going at her. He was just rapping, and it's like, baby, this is a battle rap. Talk about your opponent.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he kind of missed the challenge, which is probably why she won.
Yeah, because she was talking shit. To him.
She was talking cash shit.
And he was just talking about whatever the hell.
She wasn't rapping. She was just talking shit. Like it felt like she got into an argument on Twitter with him and was just going at him. It wasn't really rapping. Like she was just talking her shit.
This was not her best moment on the show for me, but it was enough to pass her through.
If it was up, if she was up against a lot of other people, she would have went home, not go home.
I would have loved to see, now that we say that, I'd have loved to see her against Dono.
Dono would have ate her up this round.
Yeah.
Like and even after they made up at this, or I don't want to say made up, but they respected each other at that point. It would have still been interesting to see.
Now y'all gotta turn right around and talk about each other. Yes.
That would have made it so much better.
Production dropped the ball. Who did this? Did y'all put names in a hat? Like what is
Crazy.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Let's talk about Yoshi, y'all. I wrote down some of her stuff.
She started talking about his arm.
Bro.
He said something about his green card. Your mama ate your green card. Should have ate your green card.
Part, that right there, I would have
to
rocked her shit, bro.
Your mother suck a lot of dick to pay your
his
pay
mama
his
sucked a lot of dick to pay his green card fee.
I said, damn.
But when she said cut the cameras wrong show. What did she say? She said cut the cameras wrong show. Are we feeding the children? I said, oh girl, you going to hell.
She talked about him being African. She said, I can't get jiggy with this shit. Like, bro, she was on a nigga head. She talked about his disability. How did y'all notice that he had a disability?
Yeah, I didn't notice
that he had a disability at all.
She brought that shit to the forefront. She said, I can't shake your right hand.
The judge was like, I didn't know his hand, so she said something like
zoomed in on right hand. Like, what
the like, damn.
Yoshi borderline game. Yoshi's battle rap is getting canceled. She's getting canceled.
But she did. But that's what you do when you watch a good battle.
That is, I'm saying that's what you do in a battle rap. Like you say some good stuff.
Far. I was like, damn.
I wouldn't say most of the shit she said. That shit was crazy.
Crazy.
She did what you were supposed to do, you know. And I feel like out of everybody, she understood the challenge.
She sure did.
Definitely.
She understood the challenge.
She got him
disrespectful as it was.
she got him
disrespectful as it should have been.
She got him flustered because he was like, "You said he wasn't gonna go that hard."
Yeah, he went freestyle.
He did freestyle, which to me was impressive because I feel like it's a good, it's a good tactic to have. Like if you can freestyle, you can, because she went first. So now I know what I can rebuttal against. You know what I'm saying? It is a risk because you don't know who was going to go first. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like he did good. I just wish he got as disrespectful, bro. She said your mama was sucking peen for your green card fee. You should have read that down. The Raggedy Ann lines, all of that shit wasn't enough.
I said, bitch, you ain't got clean water.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he called her, I'm about to do this
dirty. He didn't do enough for me. Like he
did not do enough.
The shit out of him.
I agree.
I was wanting him to do the same. But he, like what he said though, he said he can't disrespect black women.
This how I would have started. I would have been like, I don't disrespect black women, but I'm about to disrespect a black woman, bitch. What you
No, that's what he should have did, because
that's how he should have came
after
at
she
it.
done saying all that, I'm gonna say fuck it. I might not disrespect black women, but I'm gonna disrespect this one.
Oh man,
because the shit that she said to him, oh bitch, I'm going in.
I don't want to negate the fact that he did have some zingers. This was, to me, these last three, they were the best because they were really going at each other. Theirs was just personal. Boone Duke and Yoshi's was just personal. And I don't know. I mean, it was a clear winner, but he did have some lines. They just didn't. They weren't hard enough, baby.
Also, he did start freestyling at the end, which I think fucked him up.
He freestyled, he freestyled.
I don't think you should come into. I don't think you should. If you're on a fucking show and you're coming in, you should not be freestyling like that. Like maybe freestyle before then and then use some of your freestyle there. But they giving you time to write. Don't just be freestyling like that. Like this is your moment because you can fuck up. This is your moment.
We say that that's a skill that's impressive and that he has it. And it was smart because he went second, so he knew, okay, she said this, so now I gotta say this. She said this, I gotta say this. But like it just still wasn't hard enough. He should have been more disrespectful, especially after the mama line. I could let the disability go. I could let the African jokes go. She said, I wasn't gonna talk about his skin tone, bitch, but you talk about my hand.
Right.
You talk about me African. You talk about my mama.
You talk about everything
skin
else.
tone is where you draw the line, bitch.
Literally, bitch.
I would have rather you call me black, bitch. Goddamn.
I'm telling you. But what she said about the skin tone, I was about to say, what is she about to say? Because I was like, what was you gonna say if you was gonna talk about it?
I know that one of them comments definitely hurt his feelings, because you remember how he said he was always not black enough to be black, not African enough to be African, or he said something about white people. I'm like, well, you wouldn't be white, but something like that. I know that hurt his feelings. Yoshi definitely hit some. Were they in the same group together? Hold on.
She needs to get into the battle rap scene.
No, she wasn't.
Nah, I don't think. I think LG and Jax are probably the only ones that were in Rome and J Taj. They were probably the only ones.
No, Rome and J Taj wasn't in the same group.
Oh shit, they were. Oh no, they wouldn't. I'm thinking about Tony the Kid. Groups. Love you, Tony.
But all right, let's get into the J Taj and Rome.
Yeah.
Battle.
I didn't want either one of them to go home.
Me neither.
It was both of them. I was like, both of them came with that heat.
Both did very, very well.
I don't know who I would have chosen.
I'm gonna give it to Rome.
Rome came hot.
I'm gonna tell you why not.
I'm gonna give it to Rome. I don't care.
Tell us why not.
My baby daddy ate it up. He did.
He did eat. He very much so ate.
I felt like he definitely called J Taj out because he was calling his spade and he said, "Bitch, why you singing nigga?"
I was gonna say the
nigga white. I heard too many niggas out your mouth. Why you saying it, bitch? Using it as a little punchline, ho. And I said, yeah, wrong. Get him wrong. Get him wrong. Get him wrong.
So when he said it, I said, oh, J Taj, is that how we rolling? And then I found out that J Taj is half black, and I was like, oh.
And his daddy black.
Okay.
Yeah, they look alike. J Taj and Rome look alike. Like they're cousins.
Brothers, for
they
real.
Could be
I'm like, why is the cousins fighting?
J Taj pulled a Eminem. Rome came at J Taj for, this ain't you. You privileged. You grew up 10 miles from here. You did this. You did that type ish. And then J Taj went second, which was perfect because he flipped everything Rome said. It was like, boy, you used to play pro ball while your daddy was buying you this. My daddy was in prison and da-da-da-da. And I was like, So it kind of just canceled out everything that you said, which is why, also, in my opinion, J Taj won.
So we having a struggle off?
Yeah, that's the thing. I still am sitting here thinking I still don't know who I would have chosen. I would have
picked Rome. G, break the tie. We got one for Rome, one for J Taj. Who you picking?
We taking them both through because I'd have kicked Dre TL back to where he was at.
Okay, so we taking them both through. All right, movie baby.
Both of them would have went through with me because I could not pick. This was the one battle that I could not pick.
They were so good, both of them.
Rome definitely. So good, they both were good.
Got my heart.
They both were good. I just understand why J Taj won because he flipped everything Rome just said, which
Rome,
is what you're supposed to do in battle rap. That's why I say he pulled an Eminem. Like on 8 Mile.
Let's talk about him though. He was so. I'm like they should have showed his full audition because I feel like he should have definitely been in the top 7. I would have.
J Taj said he was crying on his audition tape. That's the only reason why you here. Ooh.
J Taj is like.
And J Taj claiming the city that he lived 10 miles from. Stop claiming it. Claim that country.
Okay, Rome using rap as a plan B, pussy. Like, what you mean? The bars are hitting, bro. I was like, oh.
But it don't sound like a plan B when he rapping it.
With a twist, you're a failed ball player. Oh man,
and J Taj is a failed artist.
Oh yeah, that's what Rome did say. He did say that. Yeah, I was like, oh, he was like, give it up or something.
You're coming on to a Netflix show when you're already established, baby. You're failed already. Get out my face.
I'll tell you who I followed on Instagram.
Who?
J Taj.
Okay, I follow Rome.
I know you did. Is it for the bars or for the what is it?
For both. Basketball. Call me Hannah Montana.
Nah, they did good though. They really did. J Taj just pulled the Eminem like in 8 Mile when he was like, I know you gonna say this, you gonna say that, you gonna say this, and he just started clowning on himself type shit. Like,
Speaking of Eminem, I would have loved to see him as a judge.
He was.
He was
throughout the whole show.
Season. Yeah, for the full season. Because I would have loved to see if he would have. Because I feel like he would have stood for a couple people. I feel like he
definitely would have.
Cody, no.
He'd have fought to keep a couple people there.
I feel like they messed up having Luda and Latto on the same
Atlanta.
Season. Too much, it's too much.
Too much of the same sound and vibe.
Don't it make sense now? Too much.
It's too much of the same sound and vibe. I feel like they did a good job having Chance, T.I., and Cardi. Like
Everybody
you got
coast.
people
New York,
who
Chicago.
rap very different. Like they all don't sound the same.
That
Like
too.
like
They all have
Cardi
different styles.
can't rap a T.I. verse, and T.I. can't rap a Cardi verse. And same with Chance the Rapper, he can't rap none of their verses because they all are different vibes.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
Granted, do I listen to Chance the Rapper like that? No, not anymore.
I love
But
Chance.
I listen to T.I. some of his old music, not none
I
of the
love
new.
T.I.
Yeah.
And I listen to Cardi B still.
Love me some Cardi.
When's she gonna drop her next album?
They got different styles. But I feel like Latto, I hate DJ Khaled as a judge, his fat ass. Hate him.
Why was it? I feel like he was missing half of the challenges. Like he missed like 2 challenges.
He was. He's so.
Well, I think they did that last season too. Maybe it was like a schedule conflict, but I do remember like I think like Chance was over one, and then I think Cardi was kind of over another with some special guests.
What they did was they did auditions like that.
Oh, they did auditions separately.
Where they went to go find people to bring them to audition to all 3 of them. So like they went to their own cities.
Mm-hmm.
Like Cardi went to New York to go find people,
guests.
And then T.I. went somewhere to go find people, and then Chance the Rapper went to Chicago to go find people. Then they brought those few people they selected, flew them out to LA. Then they auditioned in front of all 3 of them, and then if all 3 of them decide that they want them to go to, then they could go through to the next round. Because they had way more people last season go to the next round because of that. And it was a heavily male-dominated season. Like, that's why this season was heavily female-dominated. And I felt like a part of me, the judges did not like that. And I don't know why they didn't like that, because last season was male-dominated. Let this season be a female-dominated. I feel like they were trying to find ways to cut the females down while also giving some of the males leeway to be average in order to make it to the next group just because they were males.
I think I know who you're talking about. I wonder who. Let's talk about this last one, y'all. Detroit Diamond and Dono.
This wasn't even clear. This one, I mean, I didn't want Diamond to go home, but this one was too obvious who really won. And it was Dono.
I see what you're saying.
She won immediately.
She won as soon as I heard her say the DBZ line, because if you listen to Detroit Diamond's first audition in her cipher, she's talking about her brother. She said something about DBZ in every single rap that she has had on this show. So Dono taking a shot at her dead brother and saying, "I'm gonna have you lay."
That's who DBZ.
Yeah, you didn't catch that. And then
I heard her say it, but I thought it was just like a Detroit rapper who passed away. I didn't know it was her Detroit rapper brother that passed away.
This is like a verse after, like, you back in your city, we in Detroit, and then you see me and you meet me or some shit like that. The way she threw that right after, I said she's spitting all on you in your city, smudging you in front of everybody in there that's probably from Detroit.
And which is why she lost.
And exactly. And that's why when we bring it back to,
I can hear y'all.
You can hear us.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
You can't hear us.
Hello?
I can hear you.
I can hear her too.
She muted herself. You muted. You muted. You muted, Movie Bae.
I couldn't hear it.
Oh, I hear you now.
But I had to, this ghetto mic, I had to unplug it and plug it back in. Anyhow, that's why Dono lost. She did not play to the crowd.
Which is why when we bring it back to Legends, his battle that he would have had, Diamond up against Dre TL, I feel like Diamond that would have been the one time to send him home. Because if we're gonna keep her for her city, put him up. Do that then. It should have ate him up because he was all
she would have ate him up.
When I say Dono didn't play for the city, it's like if you're in Detroit with Detroit rappers, you can't going against a Detroit rapper, you can't talk ish about Detroit.
But she can. It's a rap battle. And her name is literally Detroit Diamond. I'm going to talk shit about Detroit.
Bro, you can, but the audience, like crowd reaction, I'm not going to say ooh to that because it's like, bitch, what are you talking about? Type shit. Like, she just didn't play to it. It just wasn't, it was smart, but it wasn't smart.
No, I feel like she did her job. The judges set her up.
They did. I see what both of y'all saying. I see what movie base saying too, because then the crowd.
I'm not saying Detroit won. Detroit Diamond won. I just said that Dono. That
crowd reaction does play a factor. It does play into it. But even when she was saying what she was saying, I felt like I heard a lot of oohs, like ooh, from the crowd. Even though
her crowd versus Detroit Diamond crowd, who was more hype?
Well, Detroit Diamond, because Detroit Diamond is a hype rapper. Like even since the audition, she be yelling. Yeah.
And Dono.
Well, then maybe she should have raised her. She should have did something.
That's not Dono's like.
And thing. That's why her ass then got sent home. Then
no,
you need to
that's
play
not her
for then if the crowd.
But movie bae, if she would have done that, then you would have been like, why she not being herself? Why she acting out of character? Like Dono is a slick confidence. Like she's a silent confidence. Like she the type of person that could like whip around the curve and do the look. Diamond is the type to crash into the motherfucking store and be like, bitch, I'm here. That's Diamond's energy. Their energies are two completely different energies, which is why I don't understand why they put them up against each other.
And they switched them last minute, honestly. But like, I just feel like it just wasn't smart with Detroit judges being in Detroit going against a Detroit rapper who is a more hype, energetic rapper. Do y'all think that Donna would have won if she went last?
Went last against who?
Diamond. Detroit. Like because Diamond chose for Donna to go first. So do y'all think Donna would have won if Diamond went last?
I don't think she would have won strictly because she up against somebody from Detroit. I feel like no matter what she did, I still feel like she wasn't gonna win.
Because even they said it, Dono raps and lines and punchlines were better, but Diamond just had crowd.
Do y'all think Detroit Diamond did well at all? Like minus her energy?
I think she did.
Like her bars?
Decent. I think she would have done good against Dre TL. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I think she did good. But Dono ate her up.
Dono ate her up, like lyrically, and I feel like sometimes people who are, especially with crowds, like they're not that educated, and
and all that energy. I feel like all that energy is kind of like a distraction, low key. With Dono being so calm with it, you heard everything she said, which is we'll get to Glow's comment to Diamond.
Yeah, because I had the same comment
too, and that hypeness kind of makes you get hype and really not really focus too much on what she's really saying. But with Dono, that's why I feel like Dono should have won, because like you heard every little bit of what she was saying. I love her flow. I just love everything. I can't wait to hear what she drops when she drops it. Like I follow her already on all platforms. I felt like she just smooth with it. Smooth the whole time with the battle. She battled her down so smooth and effortlessly.
I also think them arguing before the battle, I just wish Dono had put some of the stuff that she had said during their argument in her rap. Cause I was like, she eating right now. It ain't even started right yet. I don't know. I don't know. But now they gotta say that the Beezy line was about her brother. I did not know. I just thought it was just a general rapper. I did not know it was her brother. Goddamn. Goddamn.
Punching.
Dono pulled a Yoshi. Dono pulled a Yoshi. Before we get into the singles, we're almost done, you guys. We're almost to the finale. Okay, we're almost to the finale. I need y'all to drop down, hit that thumbs up button. I need y'all to drop down, especially if you replay gang. Leave your thoughts and opinions. Who won the battle rap out of all of the battles? Okay, do you agree with me or Legend about J-Taj? J-Taj or Rome? How about that? J-Taj or Rome?
Rome. And that was the best battle. Out of all of them, that was my number one.
I agree. And then I'll put Diamond and Dono up under that.
Yep.
Yeah, and then followed by Yoshi and Bonduke.
That was it.
I agree with that. All right, y'all. Can I say something about this singles challenge?
I want to hear. Tell me what your thoughts was with the singles challenge.
I'm very upset because what I put in here. Okay, this is how they explain the challenge. singles. Okay, so you are to create a single that basically introduces you to the industry, and your cover art has to match your single.
Mm-hmm.
So, in my personal opinion, doing this challenge in front of a live audience was dumb as hell. What they should have done is put them in a focus group, play the music in the record in a focus group, show the picture, you know what I'm saying, and see, okay, is it something I could vibe to? Is it something I'll listen to? How do y'all like the cover art? That is how it should have been done, because half of these performances were trash because I don't think they perform live often, and they sounded a hot ass mess. So now we could get into it. Now this is in order, Grant. This was in order.
Yeah, but I do agree with that, because if this is my first single, I'm not gonna be performing my first single live like right off the bat. You're gonna get it on Apple Music or Spotify or YouTube, and you're gonna be able to hear it. Mm-hmm. So the fact that they didn't do it that way, where it could have been like a little small group or something, and they play it like in the studio or something, so that way they can hear it or whatever.
And they could have shot a music, and that's the thing too. They could have shot a music video too.
They did that last season.
Yeah, they did that last season.
Sometimes you drop either a single and it just be straight to audio, or you drop it with the visuals. So that could have been a way to do it too if they wanted them to quote unquote perform, do it with visuals.
And they could have made it something like, you only get a budget of like 200. Let's see what y'all could do. Show off y'all city. Show off y'all whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like give them a challenge. Like,
again,
you're up and coming artists. We only giving you this much. Let's see what you do with it. Let's see if you can make some shake.
And I feel like, and then take away what I just said too, because essentially, like, you being a new artist, your singles out, that's essentially what you're trying to grab the audience straight off of just your music alone, not anything else that we see, just your music alone. So yeah, I would take back the music video thought. I agree with y'all saying.
Please. All right, Detroit Diamond is up first. How y'all feeling?
I liked it. I like the end. I like the end. I'm a sucker for a good beat. I love a good beat. When that beat dropped,
that beat was hard as fuck.
I'm in here. And then the vibe that she said, like her jumping around, but then when Glow made her comment about not understanding anything that she said, I was like, okay, yeah, I see what she's saying.
That is the same thing I said.
The only way I knew what she was saying was because I was reading the subtitles.
And no shade for Glorilla to say, I don't understand you, bitch. You're ununderstandable.
Right. And it's because this bitch was yelling.
I was more so with Luda with the frequencies, like the way she had me jumped up. I wasn't even worried about what she was saying.
Oh my gosh, she got you. She done suckered you in.
Also, her cover art looked like something I could make on PixArt. I didn't like it.
Oh shit.
So my opinion was just like Glow's, and I was so happy Glow said it, because in my opinion, I think I told you this, Legend. I was like, why the hell they hyping her up so much? Or maybe I said that to my damn self. But I was like, I just feel like coming out of the battle rap, and then she go first with these performances, and I was like, are y'all not seeing what I'm seeing? And then it got to Glow, and I said, thank God somebody is not under the trance of Detroit Diamond right now, because I didn't understand nothing you said. Yes, you were hyped, but you was a little bit too hyped, bitch. And the only thing I did like was, one, that beat was hard as fuck. I did like her wardrobe on stage. It gave very much so Detroit, which is kind of like on topic, on brand for the challenge. And her cover art as well, with this big ass Detroit hat that she got on. And I'm starting to think that the minks are her thing, because she wears them in like every challenge after this.
Definitely. I wasn't feeling the cover art. It gave me very much PixArt. Like, I can edit this myself.
A Tubi movie poster.
Like, it gave very cheap, very outdated. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't even look right. It did look like a collage photo with me just copied and pasted on front of it. I did like the pressure, the writing of that. I like that. I like the font. That was cute. But as far as like the overall essence of this, I don't know. I don't really like it. It doesn't give me like cover art. It gives me PixArt collage.
Not PixArt collage. Y'all got any more thoughts about Diamond?
No.
Let's move on to y'all favorite person, Dre TL.
I hate him.
Oh yeah, this is when I sent you.
No, I literally
the
said
audio of Dre TL rapping. I said, "Here go your best friend."
I was so confused because this man was so offbeat. I really couldn't even get into his song. Like I was so irritated. I hate when people get offbeat. Like I was just so irritated. I couldn't even get into the song.
And then they latch on to the one little hook that he has, and then acts like it's something so special. Like the way Latto was acting with it, that's what pissed me off. She hyped and gassed this man up like he had the best single that was out here that would chart. I'm like, this shit is terrible. Like he was off the beat the whole time. I'm like,
what's so funny is I think that's that same hook that he did on his audition. This come from repetition. That's I think that was the same one on High Definition.
Yeah,
it's something he's used before.
It's definitely similar. And I was just so confused as to why they was hyping it up, because I'm like, are they hearing what I'm hearing? Because even DJ Khaled called it out. He said the crowd wasn't fucking with it. And I was like, yes, it wasn't, because it was a mess. And honestly, if we're comparing Detroit Diamond and Dre TL, right now, Dre TL's at the bottom. So Detroit Diamond is safe as of right now to me. Like she's safe if we're comparing the two. She's safe and he done moved down to the bottom.
Yep.
What I was kind of confused about is how Glow didn't say she couldn't understand him either, because that was my notes. I said the lyrics weren't that bad, but the delivery was horrible. He was very winded. It sounds like he's just talking over a beat. So I feel like maybe Glow had the Grant effect, where Grant was like, he was just so hyped he didn't even really pay attention. I think that was probably Glorilla when it came to Dre TL, because you should have had the same critique for him.
And say something nice.
Hey, we actually like him. You got to say something nice like that. Oh, okay. Maybe.
For the general audience, I feel like he got that likability factor. I feel like they just felt like they had to rule him on for some reason. I don't know why.
Nobody liked him in the crowd.
That's true.
I ain't talking about
that says a lot.
Them as you could tell, like they wanted him to win. Like they wanted him to win, even though they knew he didn't deserve to win. They wanted him to win. The stuff that they were saying to him, hyping him up. Did he even get really any good? Did they really even give him any critiques? And I'm sitting here thinking about it.
He got a critique towards the end
about him being offbeat, but they didn't say
towards the end of the show. They started critiquing like, okay, you a little bit offbeat.
But you did
when
better.
He was actually on the beat. The one time that he was on the beat, they brought it up. I'm like, why y'all didn't bring it up the whole time?
Like, because that's why a lot of fans were confused, because they was like, now y'all talking about, but when it was happening, y'all wasn't calling it out. And honestly, he should have made it past the ciphers. If we're being honestly, like he should have been eliminated the ciphers because he was off beat on the ciphers.
But you know what? It could be editing. Maybe that is a critique that they were saying. But of course, if production, this is who we want to win, we already know who's going to win. We're going to edit out a lot of these bad critiques, because it's going to be like, why the hell did he win? Even though it's still why the hell did he win? It's not as obvious, I guess.
Yeah. All right, let's get into Yoshi.
Hold on. I like his cover art though, because it is in high definition. You see all of his, so it is in high definition.
I mean, I don't like it. So I like the black and white element and like the red. I like the color scheme of it, but I don't like the cover art of it. I wish it really could have been that photo in the bottom right corner. That photo, just that photo by itself with high definition. I feel like that would have ate more. It would have been more of a statement piece. I feel like this is just too distracting. Like it's just too distracting. I want to see your face and focus on it, especially as your first single. Like I want to see you. I just want to see you. So that high definition, he could have just had that little ugly little face right there with that high definition on it, and it would have ate. I would have ate it up. But I don't like it. It's too distracting, too much going on for your not doing enough for me.
I agree with that. Now that you say that bottom photo definitely could have done it. All right, let's move on to Yoshi. I love Yoshi's voice, y'all.
Do you?
I do. I love her voice. It's like, where are you from for real? Like they ain't talking like that in Michigan. You got to be something else, some type of island, Caribbean, African something. Yeah.
I was thinking that too. I'm like, she got some type of like, it's an accent that I've heard, but not from Michigan.
Yeah, I love it though. I love it.
I like
performance
when Yoshi is chill. I don't like.
Think she was too hype on this performance?
The first part she wasn't. The first part I was
Right.
vibing with. Like I
Right.
vibed that whole first little part that she had of her performance. I was vibing. I said, "Oh, bitch, Yoshi is coming with it." And then when she changed the mood and started getting hype, that's when
Mm-hmm.
That's
it
when you lost.
gave me hints of Dre TL, and I started getting irritated. So I said, "Oh, girl, get out my face." So
And
I
they
was
made
like,
that note too. That
"Huh?"
when it and they made that note to her when it and that was it. Like what you said, the whole first part, if she would have kept that same vibe the whole time, I don't think she would have went home.
So let
Because
me
her cover
say,
art is one of the best as of right now.
Her cover art.
Her cover art is
what was the name of her song again?
That's what I'm thinking. And I've been sitting here thinking the whole time y'all been talking, looking at it. I'm
I
like,
don't know.
does
I
it
think
go
it's
with
two
the
songs
song?
in one. I don't think it's a song.
So what she tried to do, and it's so funny because another rapper on here tried to do the same thing, or did do the same thing. She tried to do a Meek Mill's Dreams and Nightmare. That's why I like to reference it, because it was chill at the beginning, very lyrical, very soothing, and then the beat switch, and now we turn it up. The only thing is it wasn't executed right, and I agree with Ludacris when he said that it felt like something was missing on the hook. Like, did you work with the producer? Was it your idea? You could say add some drums here, do something here, type thing. Because when I went back to watch it, it was kind of like just empty. It was a lot of air. It's like not much words. So then she started like ad-libbing to the audience or repeating the hook again. It's like something is not right about this part of the song. So that is where she messed up, in my opinion. What do y'all think about her storming off stage and going back camera doing a Tommy?
I think
I
that
say,
was for sure
get
what
that
got her
camera out my
canceled.
face.
I mean, that was for sure what got her sent home this round, was that because somebody who was an audience member said that after Yoshi performed, they had shut down production for like an hour or so, and they were waiting. And they said they didn't know. The audience said they didn't know why they was waiting, but watching the show, now they know why.
Oh wow!
Because they said it was shut down for a little bit, like because they said the performance was coming on like kind of like a little bit back to back, like they was waiting just a little bit, but after the Yoshi performance, they said the performance like slowed down, like they had like shut down for a little bit because she was back there crashing out. And I definitely think that's what made her get eliminated, was because that's a liability.
Yeah. Wow. Interesting. Yeah, I was really surprised when she stormed off and was like, "Get that camera out of my face." Da, da, da. I was like, "Oh, she mad." And then it didn't pay off, baby. You did go home, but honestly, I agree with Ludacris. It just seemed a little flat. Something was missing. And Legend, you said that it got really, I think it was Legend, said it got really Dre TL in that second half.
Yes.
And if I think back to her audition, I liked her voice. I liked what she's saying, but she was very much so Dre TLing. It was like real breathy, real offbeat. And I just chalked it up to the emotion because immediately after she started crying. So that's why I gave her a pass on that. But maybe that's just how she get when she rapping fast. I don't know. I have no idea.
But so far, out of these three, Diamond is safe. Dre TL and Yoshi. Dre TL's at the bottom. Yoshi's in the middle. That's how I'm feeling as of right now. Just going off of that. That was how I was feeling. I was like, okay, Diamond's safe for sure after seeing these two. But I also did like Yoshi's cover art the most so far.
Very pretty. All right, here we go. Let's talk about Jax. What I say? First catchy song. First song that was catchy, in my opinion, out of the three. I mean, out of the four thus far, she has no catchiest. I said the beat was very Missy Elliott-esque. And she had a line, and then it just like dropped and made the crowd go crazy. I make a nigga want to leave his bitch. I make a bitch want to give up dick. Let me talk my shit. I was like, oh.
No, like
She had the first catchy song.
My favorite cover art, my favorite song. She won the
Really? Now that's the only thing I don't get is the cover art with the song.
I like it.
But does it go with the song?
Yes, let me talk my shit. Like
I love it.
Doc Martens? How does that go with let me talk my shit?
Because you stepping on shit with your Doc Martens. Let me.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Loop it together for me then, because I definitely was like, That's where you lost me, girl.
You
love the cover art. You love the song. Everything.
I don't shoot the cover art. That's y'all's thing. Let you know. Y'all know I'm not the one that does it good with the thumbnails.
It's the challenge, Grant. The cover art gotta match the song.
I'm judging the song. But I like the cover art though. I like the vision of what it is. To me, I don't see this with the song, but I still like it. But the song is what I was worried about.
No, I see it with the song because Doc Martens is like, they're known for going against the norm. Like, it was going against the norm and like basically stepping outside of that normality. So I can understand where she was going. Like, let me talk my shit. Like, I'm stepping outside the norm. Like, I'm taking niggas and bitches. I'm outside the norm.
Well, see, the non-Doc Martin historians don't know that.
but the thing about that is, it's going to make you look into it more and look into it more.
You made me look into it more, not her, because I was just lost. I was just lost. But the song was hard. And like I said, thus far, out of the people who have performed, it was the catchiest.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, out of everybody, her, Tia, and J Taj had hooks that I remember.
I agree.
I mean,
you don't remember Rhythm and Flow? They can't.
I do too, but like, what I would actually go around rapping is definitely "Let Me Talk My Shit" and "We On, baby." Yeah, that I was like, yeah.
I don't like T.P. I don't like T.P. So the fact that
you singing it.
The fact that she was jobbing, I was like, okay, girl, you want me over?
Let's go ahead and move to her. I said she's professional, smooth.
Yes.
Good performance. The cover art matches.
Yes, I agree.
Had the catchy hook.
I agree. I liked her song, and I also liked her cover art a lot. Like, this is how you do it. Like, you do that picture of you with your little words popping out. Like, that's how you do it. I like that. Like, she did a really good job working with whoever she was working with to make this cover art look like cover art. Because this is something that, like, if I see on Apple Music, I'm like, oh, I want to click on that. That looks interesting.
It pops out.
Let me click on it, and then the song was good because we are.
And we are.
She know what she want her music to sound like.
I agree.
She want her music to sound like. She knows what her vibe is. She knows what she wants you to feel out of it, and that's what she got from the audience.
Fact.
She's polished. She's ready. Like, I'm not even worried about her not winning that. And this right here made me go, okay, well, she don't even have to win the show. Like, she's gonna find her audience. Her audience is gonna find her, and she's gonna be fine.
Yeah. I mean, she had people throwing up dubs. They ain't even from the west side of nothing. Please. You know? I mean, hey.
But as of right now, my top three is Diamond, Jazz, and T.P. And then the other two are at the bottom for me.
Yeah. I don't disagree with that.
Oh, yeah. I didn't like Diamond stuff at all. I couldn't hear it.
I couldn't hear it. It's like towards the bottom for me, but like just compared to the other two.
That beat was hard though. They went crazy on her shit.
But
all right, let's talk about. She's safe. Okay.
She's safe in comparison to Dre TL and Yoshi.
Yeah, I feel like those two should have went home this round for me. Let's talk about Sir Ali. I got that rhythm in the flow that can't take my shine.
She was trying to make this the song title of the show.
And that is why it was smart to me.
I know. I was like, I just love her. I love her vibe. I just like how different she is. And I like how she's not going to conform to doing anything else that she don't want to do. Like, even though she does come off low-key rude sometimes. Because I think was it in this challenge when she was in there with the no, it was in the next one. I don't know. Her whole vibe, the way she was moving on that stage, she had the crowd like this. And I liked her. I liked how it kind of went from like smooth to a little bit more upbeat.
And then it turned right back around. When I said about Yoshi doing the Dreams and Nightmare, Sir Ali is the other artist who did the Dreams and Nightmare, but she executed it properly. And I like you said, her song did a whole 360. It started the rhythm and flow, then she turned up, and then it went right back to the rhythm and flow, slowing it back down. I said, this is smart. This is smart production.
Title is perfect for it. That's perfect music.
And it's basically like a theme song for the bitch. I gotta win. I'm your theme song. And even if I don't win, pay me for the theme song.
Also, I did not like her cover art. It was ugly.
The cover art, she was going for that real hood street shit, you know, Harlem, you know what I'm saying? That's what she was going for. You
The
didn't think she
font was
executed?
what made it not likable. The picture is good. The font is
Oh,
what
okay.
threw it off.
You
It was the
font.
font. The
Does not
font should
play.
have been different.
Her name, the RNF.
Both.
Both
Like,
of them.
both.
What was you the name?
Okay, I
You
would
would
have
have
not
done like
done.
graffiti type graphics.
I would have not done Surah Ali in cursive, to be honest. Just based upon the picture and the vibe that is giving me very harsh type of font. So I would have done that. I would have done harsh font for both of them, and I would have kept it similar fonts. I wouldn't have done that. The fonts are throwing it off for me, and also the whole R plus is throwing it off. She should have just wrote out rhythm and flow to make it long, so that way it could fit the picture, so that way we could see more of her outfit too. And that could have been at the bottom, and then Sir Ali could have been in the corner or something. I would have had to work it around, but I like the picture though. Just don't like the way.
Not put her away in the corner. Oh, the name in the corner.
Yeah, put her name in the corner.
Oh, okay. Like he's gonna put her in the corner. I was like,
but
damn.
yeah, just the way the font is set up, it just makes the whole cover art not aesthetically pleasing to me.
Okay.
Let's go to J-Taj, who also had a very storytelling performance similar to Sarah Ali. We found out he was black.
We knew he was black. We saw that picture in the first episode with his mama.
Oh, you want to know something about me? I skip a lot of the backstory talking shit. I skip a lot of that. I skip a lot of that. So y'all gonna have to catch me up on it
because I want to see.
I only watched it for the last 2 episodes, to be honest.
Please.
Honestly, I don't care about everybody's story. We down to the finals now.
Please, I watched it because like I like to see people's stories to see like what's doing.
And I am the opposite. I don't care.
It makes you kind of figure out who you want to root for. If somebody has a compelling story, and that's why it made it so obvious who was going to win to me. Mm-hmm. But if somebody has a compelling story, you can kind of already tell, okay, this is a producer favorite. They're going to try and find a way to get this person to the end. He had the story, but he didn't. Even if he didn't tell his story, he still would have gotten to the end because he got that talent to back it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh! I was about to say who? Okay, yeah.
I like J-Taj's song. I liked his.
I did too.
And I liked his cover art, although the bottom photo I don't really like that much, but I do like his cover. I do like the cover art overall because I feel like it fits the vibe, like even the wording fits the vibe and the aesthetic, and I just like it. It gives me like album cover.
I can see that for sure. And I definitely feel like that cover art matches the single.
Yes,
especially with his dad in the middle. Because like, would you believe me if I said I was black? You know, that's how I took it. I was like, oh, very smart.
Y'all know that saying when they say if your mama's not black, you can't really tell that you black. It's always got to be the black mama that's black.
I didn't hear that.
You ain't never heard that saying before.
I heard if your daddy black, you black. That's what
they grew up on. When you think about it, look at mixed people.
It also dictates how you was raised, kind of too. If you got a white mama,
and when you got a black, at least from what I've seen, I'm pretty sure I could be wrong, but from what I've seen, mixed kids with black mamas, you can tell they got black in them. When it's the black dad and the mama's not black, you can tell they look like they could be a little bit mixed, but you don't know if it's black.
And culturally,
I knew Drake was
culturally they
black.
Really not that black.
With that Jufro he had, I knew Drake was black.
With a hair, tell it out.
But Taj can't grow no hair out. He bald.
It was very nice. I like J-Taj.
Yeah, we know.
But I didn't have. I guess my notes erased. But yeah, I really liked the song. Honestly, I was looking for it. Out of all of the songs on this episode, I went to Apple Music to look for his song, and it was not on there. I think it's on there now, though. I think they put it on there now. But yeah, and I think that says a lot because I'm not just downloading everybody's song. You know what I'm saying?
I went to go look for Jazz in his song.
So to us, I feel like if you look up, who would you look up? Diamond. You would go download Diamond song, Green.
Off that beat alone, yeah, I'm in the gym. That's
You know what I'm gonna do?
He gonna be
I'm
in the
gonna
gym not
listen to her
understanding shit.
song, not her performance, but I'm gonna look up her song and listen to it and see if I like it better. Maybe her performance really just threw me
You're
off.
gonna realize how elementary of a rapper she is.
Ooh, and that goes into when we get to the finale, because I feel like she chose the wrong type of song for the finale. All right, let's talk about the features real quick, because we pushing 1:30. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into the features. J Taj featuring Lucky Day, probably my favorite feature.
He had the best feature. They set him up really nice with this feature round, because not gonna lie, some of the other people kind of got set up, but I feel like he did good with his feature, and I like the song and I like what he added to it.
And it made it, like what they said, it doesn't sound like something that was just forced together. Like I can hear him on this.
Yep, that smooth voice,
seamless.
And he brought something different to this rhyme that he has from other songs, and it just shows versatility for sure.
Yep.
And I like this Lucky Day song. I've heard it on TikTok, but I definitely want to download the song now.
I love the song. You so toxic to me.
What's the sample on there? Music Soul Child.
Yeah.
All right. Detroit Diamond and BJ the Chicago Kid. I feel like this was production, because Luda was like, who stars just a line? Who knew you would have got this? Production knew. You know, it was basically like a memorial song for her brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, she talked about her brother in every rap.
That's the reason why she rapped.
Yeah, that is the reason why she rapped.
Well, now I know his name. I'm gonna go back and listen. But
and now when you go back, you should go listen to Dono and her rap again.
Oh yeah, I am.
Go back and go listen. So now that you with that understanding,
Dono ate her up. I'm gonna say
I did like this, because it was a different side of Diamond that we haven't seen, because we always just see her yelling and being loud, and I like that I could finally understand what she was saying. And it felt very from an emotional standpoint. So I definitely liked it. She did her big one.
I was definitely emotional. I definitely cried, but I definitely did not care too much for the verse. It started off good in my opinion. I think towards the end, it just kind of got like blah. I don't know, kind of like empty. But I don't know about this one. Like, who would I would not have sent home Jax. I tell you that much. No. It would have been between Sir Ali and Detroit Diamond on this challenge for me. Honestly.
I agree. Dre T and Josh Ali. When they had the package or whatever, I was so happy because I thought Dre T was about to flop. Because it seemed like he didn't like the song. And it seemed like Josh Ali wasn't meshing well together.
Yep.
And I thought that would have sent him home. Wrong.
But then when he came out and he did his performance, I'm not gonna lie, I liked it. JTL ho, no, JTL ho. I said,
I don't dance, but I'm gonna dance for you. I was like,
I'm gonna hit my little 102. I said,
yeah. My only thing is with the rap, it kind of got a little bit off. This is how I am with features. I feel like the feature has to match the song. I hate when features don't match the context of the song. His started off matching, and then he kind of went into something else, and then it went back to matching. So I was like, okay, all right, I'll let you slide with it. But yeah, he wasn't the weakest of the night for me. I wish he could have showed like a little sexy side though, or like talk about tricking on a girl for her birthday or something. I wanted him to show a different type of rhyme. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's the thing. I feel like his is kind of redundant. I feel like he has that same bag and stays in it. So and that's the thing. What you said, he likes versatility, which is why I feel like a lot of the other ones that got sent home showed that versatility before they got sent home. So
I agree, but also a lot of people say like he had one of the best performances of the night, and I don't really agree with them. I feel like he had the best Drake TL performance.
The best he's done.
The best he has done. Like finally you're on beat, and finally I can understand what you're saying a little bit because you're not yelling. Like you need to rap to more songs that are soft, so that way we can understand what you're saying. Because I finally understood what he's saying. I definitely liked what he said, but do I want him to go into the next round? No, not over some people.
I'm not gonna hold you. I feel like Jay Taj had the best, and Dre TL was second on this particular
What?
episode.
Really?
On
I
this
thought Jax was
episode,
second.
Brass was definitely second for me too.
Jazz
no,
was second.
Jack's song, fire. Her bars, fire. But her performance, when she got on stage next to Honey Baby, she looked awkward.
I like the flirtatious vibe.
But it wasn't flirtatious. It looked awkward as hell.
You think so?
Yes. It looked real awkward to me because I was like, is she gay? Because if she's gay, it's like, does she not want to act gay? Or like, is she not gay and don't want to act? Like, it's like, it just seemed like I don't know what to do, what I can do, what I'm comfortable with doing. It made me uncomfortable looking at it. Shit.
Really? Okay. That's a different
I didn't get that vibe.
I didn't either, but that's a different
like the way she came on the stage was hard as fuck. She came sliding that little mic stand.
Not talking about that. When she got on the stage.
Hold on. I'm saying, hold on, let me tell it. She came sliding that mic stand on so smooth, and then she got into that middle and started doing her little nah. Said, I want to use your hands as a necklace. And then she walked around and then she started dipping it in front of Honey. Or what's that girl name? Yeah, Honey Baby. Yeah. And she was doing
and it looked awkward as hell.
She was there to me.
When it came to her performance, yes. When it came to interacting with Honey, no. It looked real awkward, in my opinion. So that's what
she was my number two.
Did she deserve to go home for it? Hell no. Because she wasn't the worst to me, but she's number 3 for me.
She number 2.
She number 2 for me right here.
She number 2.
We all agree on one. She definitely my number 2. Right now, number 3 for me is Diamond. Dre TL ain't.
Y'all just biased at this point.
That was his best performance.
Who is y'all? I said Dre TL number 3. I didn't like Diamond. I've been having beef with Diamond ever since she got Dono sent home.
And I don't like neither one of them. But I feel like Diamond's rap is what, like I said, the latter part of her rap kind of made it go down for me, in my opinion. But let's talk about the last one, Sir Ali.
They set her up so bad.
I definitely thought she was the weakest.
I'm like with Marie, but I'm like, I don't even like this song for you. And then whenever I was like, because whenever she started, because I've never heard the song before.
Same.
She kind of was like, I'm like, is she kind of like giving Sade vibes? I was like, I can't really tell what her sound is. I didn't like the song. I'm like, and then that threw me out of it. And then when Sarah got in there, I'm like, is she giving what she normally does? But I'm like, I don't like this. I didn't like it at all. This was my least favorite performance.
Same.
And it wasn't Surah Ali's fault for real.
No, it was the music.
It was a song. Like that song is not something that needs a rap feature on it.
I can see that. And they did say they did give her 10s for, staying on beat without drums, because like they said, it's not really a remix type song.
That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't know. Let's talk about what Luda said. Luda's critique, honestly, was my critique. Well, one, her performance was weak. Like she has that chill.
I know.
Chill vibe.
In her final performance, she finally got that arm out from under there. But yes, she always come up there with it like.
So I was like, okay, her voice on here might be good because she is kind of like real. Yeah, nah. You know what song I wanted her to be on? I wanted her to be on Honey Baby song. I wanted her to be on that song or with Jay Taj. I wanted her to be because that her voice, her sound. Now she would have to definitely switch up her lyrics, but when she first came on the competition, her audition song, it wasn't no gutta kill type shit. Like it was some real I'll take your nigga, you hating, and I like it was like on some real female energy vibe. So I said, okay, she could get in that bag. I like her because she gives out this gangster rap, but the shit she talking is on some real, city girl type shit. But
where would you put Jazz at? Where would you put her on Josh Ali's song?
No, we just need some different artists because but Sarah Ali's performance was weak. And Chloe Bailey, I agree with that. I agree with that. Instead of Sarah Ali, instead of Mariba, honestly.
Treat Me or Surprise would have been a good song.
I like Surprise. I love Surprise.
For a feature?
You talking about for jazz?
No, I'm saying for like just a feature. Like
as one of the guest
song.
Yeah, I think Treat Me, Surprise, because they were going for like more R&B feels. So
you're right, they were.
So I feel like, because I wouldn't say Working Hard, like I wouldn't do that song because that song is not really,
I love like Boy Bye, but that wasn't that's more pop.
Boy Bye would definitely be in Jazz's Up Her Lane.
Boy Bye, I agree.
That would have been Up Her vibe, and that would have been a good one to do. But yeah, they definitely should have got Chloe on there. I don't know her. She could have called her up and said, "Girl,
but for real,
they could have got Mommy too."
Sarah Ali, I feel like the Bloody Brains bar. I just felt like it was too long. Like I understood what she was talking about the black trucks and how she interpreted it. I understand. I just feel like you spent too much time on it, bitch. Because you starting to stray away. I need to get back. I'm happy Luda said it.
But she defended her shit.
Yeah, she definitely defended her shit.
Oh, I didn't finish my slideshow. Oh well, this will have to do.
Final four.
This will have to do.
What's y'all's thoughts with this?
Let's talk about their performances. You didn't agree with it? Oh yeah, because Jax, right?
I wanted Jax to come in, but as far as performances, I felt like Diamond had one of the weaker final performances.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't understand the styling of her performance. That mink coat needs to go.
That's her staple now, Detroit Diamond.
I don't know. It just didn't go with the thing. And also, I feel like a lot of the other artists, especially like J Taj and Sarah Ali, they kind of gave us different vibes. I don't know. It gave me more like BET awards and like Grammy performances, whereas Detroit Diamond gave me like, baby, we had a talent show.
Ooh. What do y'all think about the behind the scenes when she was and the producer who she was with? It's like I can't remember, but I understood what he was saying. Like it was too many drops.
Yes, okay, I remember that. Yeah,
because I heard what she was trying to do, but I was like, maybe take one of them out. But it's like she didn't want to compromise, and she hated the add-on when the beat switched, and that's what the judges loved. I said sometimes y'all gotta let the producers be the producers. When it comes to music, it's a science to them. Like yes, you could add your critique and your Salt Bae, but they know what will sound right and what won't be pleasing to the ear.
And that's what Luda. That's why he asked Yoshi, because remember she said she directly produced it. That's why he was asking her, like, did you even like kind of? I felt like he was asking her that question just to see if she would take ownership for her steering the song that way. But yeah, sometimes you gotta just let them do what they do, because they hit makers as they put y'all with you for a reason. Let them try and make a hit for you. But you can collaborate. I understand you want to state your piece, it's your music, but like be open to hearing something else.
And I personally feel like this was not a finale song. The cheat code, it was basically like a female anthem, like I deserve a nigga with this, I deserve this, I deserve that. I didn't think it was a final 4 episode. Yeah. If anything, I feel like Pressure should have been switched with the cheat code song, in my opinion. Because I like cheat code, but for a finale, no. And then when the beat switched, I liked that the beat switched because a lot of people, especially male rappers, they don't like that city girl type rap. They don't like that. They don't like the female empowerment type rap. So when the beat switched and you have the opportunity now to be more lyrical, that is what saved that song for a finale performance, in my opinion. But obviously it wasn't enough. Yeah. On her nephew's birthday. Ooh.
With her family in the audience.
Going crazy.
Who next? Let's talk about Drake TL last. Let's do what's his name? J Taj. The Grammy performance.
I definitely like Jay Taj's performance, especially like with the theatrics and him working with the dancers or whatever. Like it felt like he was included on every step in the process of creating this performance. It felt like he wasn't an add in. It felt like this was his performance. Like I liked it. It was
This was
entertaining.
my favorite. This one was my
performance.
favorite. Yeah, this is my favorite of the finale. It like what they said. I felt like I was watching an award show. Like
Yes.
let's see.
And the crazy part, that's what he was going for.
Like it was so good. It was so
And he
good.
executed it.
No way,
He was better than some artists that do be performing like the BET Awards or like the Grammys or whatever. It was better.
Because I used to always sit and I used to be so excited when the award shows would come on. No matter when it was, whatever award show, I would always watch them. I barely watch the award shows nowadays.
But also a lot of like rappers, especially a lot of male rappers, they don't like to like do choreography. They like to just stand there and jump around.
Oh yeah, he did.
I like that Jay Taj did a little choreography. He did enough for him, and like he was included in that. But then he also went back to his stuff where he like walked around and swagged out. I like that he did both and wasn't scared of choreography.
Agreed.
It was
he actually said it had pyrotechnics too, the fire, but at the final performance they cut it out. So he really put on the show for real. I like his song, the 3 songs in one, because he talked about basically before the show, like kind of like the struggle and inspiration. Am I gonna make it? Is this enough? Then he talked about being on the show, popping his ish, and then after the show, like, oh, you know me, nah, you don't know me, type shit like that. So I really like it. I feel like at the end when the judges was like they couldn't remember a hook, I feel like if he would have had like a hook that strung all 3 of those together, that probably would have sent it over the top. But it wasn't needed. But
I disagree with the judges because it's giving me melody performance. Like say like Beyonce or Rihanna are doing a melody of their songs, although we don't know Jay Taj songs, but that's what it was giving, like melody of his songs.
So what they would say, they were like, none of the songs were memorable. It's like it was a whole theatrical performance. Yes, it was a vibe for sure, but it was like I don't remember a bar from.
Maybe they didn't want to remember.
Oh, maybe they did. And that's that on that. I did not like Sarah Ali's performance.
I didn't either.
I feel
like her last 2 performances were her worst ones.
Lackluster.
It felt like she was going
she
down.
Got too arrogant.
You're clicking, but you're clicking down.
Definitely.
I like it. Didn't know. This made me think, okay, I wonder what Jazz would have did.
I agree.
She would have put on the show.
She would have tore that up with dancers.
Yeah, I think so.
She did like a boxing concept, and I guess I liked that she was knocking out
Ali. I like that section of the song.
I like that section of the song, and like the choreography with it when she was, because if y'all noticed, she had like people come up with like Diamond on the back and Dre TL and Jay Taj, and she was knocking them out. I like that part of it.
Did y'all catch her bar? Yeah. Did y'all catch her bar about them in the moment? Watching this,
I did not catch it in the moment. No,
I caught it in the moment.
I didn't catch it in the moment. It probably was because when the song first started, I didn't know if she forgot the lyrics or what. But it's like, bitch, why are you already like out of breath and taking these long pauses when you just got on the stage? So maybe is that when she said it?
So
it was a bad performance. And I'm now gonna hold you. I don't understand. I mean, I understand why she was upset, but first off, let's talk about that, because who was she talking about? Who do y'all think she was talking about?
She hugged Dre TL, so was she talking about Jay Taj?
I know, right?
She didn't go over to him at all.
She didn't even say goodbye to him or nothing. Like, she just literally.
I watched the interview, and I watched the interview they did with, was it Vibe? It was her, Jay Taj, Jazz, and Rome in the same video. And she said something slick to him too. So I think she might have been talking to him. She was talking to Jay Taj. She said something slick to him, but you can tell she was joking, but jokes are truth sometimes.
I wonder how he cheated then. Like,
I think she saw him as her biggest competition.
Or maybe like was he like an artist before, and he was just because I heard this on thing like they were like he was an artist or something like that, and he was just using this as exposure.
Well, all of y'all are artists, and all of y'all are using this as exposure. And if that's the case, then you should have felt that way about Tia P as well.
Yeah, but I don't know. When she went to go hug, I was with her until she went to go hug Dre TL.
That's when I was like, I said, oh, wait a minute.
No, because when she went to go hug Dre TL, I said, whatever she said. She went to go hug that bitch. I said she went to go hug Jay. I would have been like, yeah, she right.
She probably hugged him because she didn't think he was gonna win.
She wouldn't think about he wasn't her competition at all.
That's probably why. That's probably why she went to hug him.
Pissed me off more though. If I went home and this nigga still standing up here getting the chance to get the money, I'm not hugging you. Even if I did fuck with you, man, he the one that cheated.
No, but for real. Okay, let's talk about the winner, Mr. Dre. What did y'all feel about his breakdown when it came to Young Berg? I mean, my bad, Hitmaker.
I feel like Dre TL had pre-wrote a lot of stuff, and he was using a lot of pre-wrote stuff. So basically, Hitmaker was saying, "Let me do a beat," and then like you basically freestyle. But like Dre TL already had his ideas and was kind of like forcing it a bit. And it's like y'all don't have that much time. Y'all literally have 8 hours to find a beat, get the beat to match what you want to do, and then write your stuff and like record it. Like you don't have 8 hours is not a lot of time to record a song. So the fact he was doing all that was just too much. But also I did like his idea of having his mama call him from jail.
And I kind of wish that they met in the middle because I understood what I kept about to say, Young Bird, what Hitmaker was talking about. Like, or in the other guy, I don't know the other guy, but he was like, if I'm turning up and then your mama stop and call and then we back to turning up, I was like, but if he did it like the slow part, then your mama call, then you turn up, I felt like that would have flowed better, honestly, because in my opinion, his performance was all over the place. It gave me a headache.
I agree. And then the Superman moment just threw me off.
I'm happy he did do something in that moment during the phone call, though, because he could have fell dead.
I was just so confused.
It was corny as hell, but
why are you changing the Superman? You're not Clark Kent.
Clark Kent of the hood, nigga.
I was so confused, but I was like really, I feel like the phone call should have been at the beginning. I don't know.
Grant? No comment, Grant?
Mm-hmm. I didn't care about the performance. I'm mad that he won. Like that
he was offbeat for about a good 8 episodes.
Obviously, it was, in my opinion, this was obviously his best performance. Like, obviously. Mm. But like, no, I feel like it's fucked up. Y'all gave him every chance to get to his best performance, and the one time he got it, he wins. Like,
I agree.
I don't even think this is his best performance. I think the features was, but I understand what you're saying. They gave him a lot of leeway.
Way too many chances to prove himself, whereas other people who had more potential than him didn't get that many chances as he did. I don't like that.
Charity case. I said charity case. Like,
very much so a charity case. Like, it pissed me off because there were so many people who had more talent than him, not go hold, and who basically got cut off for somewhat of a no reason.
Yeah.
And he got chance after chance. He should have been gone during the ciphers, not go hold. He should have been gone.
Yep.
That's
my opinion on it. I feel like, though, a lot of the times it ain't about who wins. It's about if you stood out on the show. Because if you think back to like American Idol and stuff, a lot of the people who won American Idol aren't as successful as the runner-ups and the top 5, top 10 people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's kind of like, J-Ty should have won, in my opinion, out of who was left for sure. But at the same time, it's like, I feel like he already did because I downloaded J-Ty songs. I ain't download JTL.
I agree.
I download Surari stuff. I'm not downloading JTL. You know what I'm saying?
Also, another thing that irritated me is that this season was so female dominated to have
not a female win.
To have 2 potential male winners. It's just crazy to me because I did not expect that to happen.
And I'm really upset that Ching Diamond, I'm not going to hold you. I would have loved to see her make it to the singles round or even the features round, because that girl, she be out there dancing, and I actually like her lyrics. I just wish that she
I thought she
did
would have
not
gave
stumble.
a good performance. They should have gave her a chance over Honey Gold. They should have
Yeah.
gave her a chance over Honey Gold. If they were
I
going to
feel
give
like,
if they were going to give somebody a chance out of that group, because remember they said it was between them two who they was going to give a chance to, they should have gave a chance to Ching Diamond, because I felt like her first performance was better than Honey Gold, and I would have just gave her a chance if we're giving chances now.
And when Remy was like, before they even said it, she was like, she going home, he going home, she going home. I knew this first girl, the Hispanic girl. And then I was like, okay, they sent that lady home. I didn't think they was going to send her home.
Me neither.
Yeah. Because she did bring it back, though. She brought it back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She brought it back.
Yeah. Honey Gold had to start all.
She had more star power. I feel like if you're looking at like who's going to really be that one that you're going to actually really go and look for, I would have went and looked for Ching's music. I would have looked just to see what her visuals are like. She's somebody that I would actually want to see.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
But I think I wish they would have put a challenge in between the ciphers and the battle rap, because I don't think Chink would have done well in the battle rap. But if they had like a music video or like a singles or like a focus group challenge between the battle rap, I feel like that probably, I don't know. I just wish that they had something in between there, because that knocked out a lot of people before we could even see. You know, I would like to hear a Rome single. You know what I'm saying? But I won't get to. I mean, you know, on the show, because he got knocked out during the battle raps.
Yeah, my baby.
All right. Y'all have any final thoughts about Rhythm and Flow?
Honestly, I feel like this season is going to make people not want to watch season 3.
Ooh.
Based upon the judging, they're going to have to get new judges next season. I would honestly love to see like Megan. I feel like Megan is a good judge. I would like to see Keke Palmer. I would like to see Keke Palmer. I know she's not a rapper. I know she's not a rapper, but watching Keke Palmer on Legendary, she is a good judge, and she is a fair judge, and I like her judging, and she has the personality. Maybe she could be the host, not the judge, but I would love to see Keke Palmer come on there in some way, because I just love her essence, and she's good on competition shows like it. They should definitely bring T.I. back. I feel like T.I. is, I don't like T.I. personally, but as a judge, he's Simon Cowell. He was. And he would tell you how it is. And Dre T.I. wouldn't have even made it this far if T.I. was on the season. And they need to not have DJ Khaled on here anymore, because I hated him on the 4 and I hated him here. He doesn't need to be nowhere near a competition show anymore, because let's be honest, his music's not even that good.
I've been trying to think of who I would want to see as a judge, but the show itself, I really like the concept of the show. I like the challenges. I feel like it just lost its integrity with the winner. Like I feel like if they would have chosen the way they should have, you had a lot of talent on this show. And me personally, I want the winner of each season to be the best one, the one that is the most complete, full artist, which means they really know what they want. And whenever they do get in the studio, whenever they do make their album like they're supposed to do, they're going to be able to do it, and they're going to be able to put your show on their back and have that success. I don't see that long-term success for what's his face? Dre T.I.
Unless him and Lil Baby do a song together, it might. You never know.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him maybe 2-3 years. We ain't gonna hear about him. Like, I feel like the ones that we're gonna hear about is definitely gonna be J Taj. I'm gonna hear about Sarah. I'm gonna hear about Dono.
Oh, Dono won a competition for this recording label. She won a competition recently.
Very nice.
Like she got. It's like the ones that I just didn't like the ending. The ending made me mad. I was like, I love the show, but the ending just pissed me off. But
definitely,
I'm gonna go back and watch season 1. I need to go see. I definitely want to see
season 1 is so much better. You'll like season 1. Season 1 is good, but for season 3, they need to remove all them judges. Remove them, every single one of them, and find some new judges.
And I love Latto too, and that's the thing. But she pissed me off because I guarantee you, she was the main one
pushing.
Yeah. What's your thoughts?
Like you said, I like the concept. I like the challenges. It might need to be longer because, like I said, I would like more challenges, but maybe they're saving them from other seasons. I do feel like how the winner from season 1 came back on season 2 to assist. I don't think Dre TL gonna be able to do that on the next season. People gonna probably look at him like, "What are you doing? You can't tell me nothing for real."
I can stay on beat, ho.
I am interested in seeing who they will have for season 3. They might have Nicki Minaj. She's been a host, a talent show host before. I don't know. She's beefing with everybody, but she was on American Idol.
Be honest. She would be honest. We wouldn't.
Yes, but I would have said Nicki too, but I don't know if Nicki would come onto another competition show.
You think Mariah ruined it for her?
I definitely think her experience on American Idol ruined it for her, but because they both were toxic. Both of them were toxic.
That's probably the last season of American Idol I've watched. I'm not even gonna hold you.
But yeah, I don't think Nicki would come back onto a competition show, and also I don't think they would seek her out, to be honest, because a lot of fellow rappers don't really fuck with her like that.
And I feel like we should have we could have two artists, like two popping artists that have been in the industry for a while. But I feel like for a judge, I feel like we definitely need a producer, like somebody who's like a big time
DJ Khaled.
Somebody who's a good big
like a Babyface or who
Babyface would be good.
Somebody that's worked with everybody and knows what it is that we need to see, and they're gonna see. You don't know who you want to work with as a producer, so that's also going to play a factor into these people that are here. And I don't see them like Dre Taj just gives me very childish, immature vibes. I don't see a lot of producers really want to work with him. If you can't stay on beat,
Dre Taj, did you mix them together?
Who did I say? Dre TL.
You mix Dre.
You know what I mean? Dre TL. But like, you can't stay on beat. And you paying for studio sessions. Yeah, you paying me, but you wasting my time. There could be somebody else I could be working with that can get this shit done like this, and I ain't got to work on it.
That is the sound today, Grant. It's a lot of rappers that be off the beat. My kids be showing me all these rappers. I'm like, is this what you listen to? What is he talking about? Like,
I hate
that's the style. But yeah, my final thoughts though. Like I said, sometimes it's not even about who wins. It's about who gained the success, the notoriety that they needed in order to propel their career to the next step. So I personally feel like J Taj, Shura Ali, and even Dono, who didn't even make it to the last 2 challenges, and Jax, I feel like they definitely gained a substantial amount of following. And, it's only up for here. Congratulations, love, light, and happiness to everybody. Yeah. With that being said, thank y'all so much for tuning in to the Rhythm and Flow Season 2 review. Be sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to everybody on this channel. Legend, go ahead and plug your ish.
Oh, go ahead and subscribe to the Legend Experience. Also, tomorrow, look out for me and G's what's that? Baddies Midwest reviews. And then also on Monday, catch all 3 of us. And maybe we go try to get January Miss 20K. Yes, to come on in with us to do the live.
Yeah, we gotta watch her live. Go ahead, Grant. Plug your ish.
Just GT. 2 E's on the G and the T. And yeah, same thing. You'll find me there.
Period. And of course, I'm themoviebae. Movies, reviews, commentary, reactions to movies and television. And yeah, thank y'all so much for tuning in, and we'll see y'all next time. Bye.
Run to this gym. All right, I'll see y'all